Hello, comrade. Welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is the glorious Orbital Potato. The glorious, of course, is prefaced or maybe suffixed by dictator, which is, of course, less glorious, but more glorious for me and less glorious for all of my peoples. Anyway, that aside, what are we going to be doing in today's episode? Well, we've got a couple of little missions to do in today's episode. The first one is expanding Potatograd. That's where I sort of want to start. If we take a little look at the city/town hall accounting, can we see a population history? We can see population stats, but I don't think it'll show us a population history. We can see population history right over here, but it doesn't show us Potatograd. This is across the entirety of the map. And we can see that, I mean, it is growing, I think, roughly. There we go. Go back as far as we possibly can. I mean, yeah, it's growing, but it's growing very, 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 very slowly. But basically, what I want to do is I want to get a whole bunch more people in Potatograd. We've still got so much more capacity at our oil refinery and at our steel mill as well. And if we're gonna be making vehicles and cars, then we absolutely need to upgrade our capacity. I mean, look at this. This is a disaster as well. We physically cannot shove enough workers into this bus stop. That's a bit of a problem. So that's what we're gonna do first in the first instance. The second instance is going to be getting a whole bunch more grain production going. I wanna get this properly equipped. Like I said, I want to move the sort of slaughterhouse away from... I want to move it away from the livestock farm. I want to move... well, I probably want to get two, actually. One slaughterhouse near the border. And then... well, actually, maybe linked over to that town over there. It doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, and then one slaughterhouse perhaps a little bit more central to Potatograd so that we can disperse the meat in the frozen trucks to wherever it needs to go. But I mean, that's sort of by the by for now. What we want to do is in Potatograd for now is to try and expand it in a way that is kind of similar to what we've done over here. There's no kindergarten places available. I mean, there should be kindergarten places available. I think our services are starting to become a little bit squeezed. All right, let's fix this as a first sort of port of call. I mean, we've been expanding at an absolutely breakneck speed, so I say breakneck speed. Breakneck speed for me. Maybe that's not a breakneck speed for everyone else. However, it's pretty darn fast, I think, all things considered. So let's get that done, and hopefully some people are going to go and work there, and that's going to mean that we're going to have a whole bunch of extra kindergarten places available, which is great. People are unable to get meat. That shouldn't be the case. We should always have meat available in the shopping center. Yeah, we should always have meat available in the shopping center. Right, let me just quickly optimize this. There we go. That makes it somewhat of an easier journey. But anyway, the point that I was trying to make is that we've built, I think now, what, 3 buildings? Yeah, 3 buildings that house the population right next to, well, in the area where there is already facilities around Potatograd. So I was thinking that this area is ripe for expansion. This area is ripe for expansion. But most importantly and most impressively, this area is ripe for expansion. So what I think we're going to do is we are immediately, straight off the bat, going to get the biggest flat that we possibly can, which I think is, yeah, it's the ones that we used over here. I think this is far and away the best one for the job. Now, we want to... right, let's pause and think this through. So we want to get one there. We want to get one right about there. And then maybe just as a first port of call, we get a gravel road up here. And we get that linked up. Great. And then maybe a further bit of gravel road over there. And a bit of gravel road over there. Ditch that bit, perhaps. And maybe we see if we can do some sort of link up over here. It just seems sort of natural. Quite like a regular estate, if you'd like. Is that going to fit? Not going to fit in that orientation, but that is going to fit. That is going to fit absolutely perfectly. Yes, please. And right over there. And I think that we will manage to get another one. It's just whether it's lying down or standing up. I mean, that's pretty darn good. Alright, so that's 5 brand new houses. That's going to be almost 1,000 extra workers for this area. So let's have another quick little look at the accounting office. We can see that the actual population is 4,623, which is fine. Fine, absolutely fine. Let's see if that increases substantially after we unpause. Now, we're going to be buying in all of these people, so our money is going to take a big hit. It's going to go right down to 0 because we are simply unable to afford any more buildings. But that's all right. We're going to keep it in double time speed and in the vain hope that we get money slightly faster. Right. I also think that we want to get some extra special bendy buses to start taking workers to this area. And the other thing that I want to do is I want to set up a brand new bus stop over here. Yep. I can find it here. Bus platform small will absolutely just do. And something like that. Yeah, let's do that there. Sure, and then we'll get a footpath and we'll connect it up like so. Connect it up like so. Right, so we can get some brand new fancy American buses. We don't have any population in there. We do have population in there and there. We don't have anyone in there. Alright, so we got to spend some money on employing some people. That's fine, we'll do that in just a sec. But let me firstly get the bus route set up. Where is it? No, I need to purchase it with American dollars. There we go. Yeah, so that's 127 passengers. I don't think there's any better bus that's been released. There we go. I mean, that's probably overkill, but I'll save them. I'll save some of the buses. I'll keep some of the buses back for now. Let's not take students, not take passengers. Not take students, not take passengers. Right. There we go. All right, let's do that. Let's, yep, let's copy that and let's put it on 4 other buses? Sure. Give that a crack. See if it works. And then we sort of need to try and fill in the gaps in the sort of funding issue, the service issues. So, for example, building is without power supply. That is something that can be immediately addressed. At least I hope immediately addressed. Apparently, it cannot be immediately addressed. Building is without power supply. What? The entire village is without a power supply. Is this some sick joke? What the heck is happening? What happened to my power supply? There's no workers there. Oh my god. Why are you doing this again? Oh, train, you're miserable. Why are the trains always doing this? I specifically built a very, very fancy, complicated bridge last time to avoid this happening. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hold up. Why can you not get through here? Oh, I tell you why we can't get things through here. It's because I done the signals wrong. I gosh darn done the signals wrong. And I still cannot fix this issue. Ah, right. That's pretty darned irritating. Unless I can put a signal there. I don't think this is going to be as easy to fix as I anticipated. All right. Well, what we'll do in this instance, let that train go through. No, you should be able to get through. Apparently not. Right. Let's give you the go-ahead then to go just on to the next stop. All of the carriages don't work as intended. Lovely. Right, I'm going to need to take this bit of track up because it's simply not working. You can turn around and you can just go. Yes, you should have no issues there whatsoever. That's fine. And then we want to try and fix this. We do want to try and fix this situation. A building is on fire right now. Really? Okay, surely there must be a fire station over here. Oh, there's one down in thingy. Oh, there's one down in this town. All right. Well, at least the fire team is responding. I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna trust the fire team. I'm gonna trust that it's gonna be completely fine, and there's gonna be nothing to worry about. I need to sort this out. This needs to get sorted out. I need to sort it. The real problem is that it's just a little bit inconvenient. Yeah, just a smidgen inconvenient for my liking. Yeah, there really is not a good way to do this. Because we want the trains to be fully disposed out this way. I mean, okay, I've got an idea here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break the track here. I'm gonna break the track there. I'm gonna reconnect. Actually, no. I'm gonna take this track up too. Right? I know roughly the length of the trains. The trains are roughly... You know, they're roughly like that long. So if that goes in there, and that goes over there, perfect. These signals can get removed. And then we basically just need to find a place to merge them. Yeah, see, but it's too sharp a turn to make that sort of junction work. Right. That's looking good. That's pretty darn impressive. Yeah, let's do that. Put a chain signal right about there. That's good. And then what I want to try and do is I want to try and run this parallel to this track for as long as I possibly can. So you can come down this way. And then I guess we just link it up over there because there's no train that's going to be coming from this way that needs to go up there. So let's give that a shot. See if it works. It might take a little while to become palatable, but I'm sure when it does, it'll be completely fine. Yeah, it's looks a little bit iffy as well, but I mean, I think it'll work out. There we go. Yep, that's looking good. Yep. Okay. Well, it looks like it all worked out. Annoyingly, though, there was yet another issue over here, where trains just are refusing, absolutely refusing to let some trucks past. Oh, fantastic! The fire was extinguished. Great. Well, I'm very, very glad. Annoyingly, it looks like this entire area is without a power supply because, of course, the buses are all trying to get filled up with petrol. Alright, this is now becoming a real significant irritation. Let me go right back down to the border and just put it on import. Right. Right, that will fix the problem. That will fix the problem. It's not ideal at all. And will, in fact, cost me a lot of money. 24 workers. I mean, that's fine, but I need the buses that are currently stopped over here. All right. Crisis temporarily averted. And I think that we've avoided the sort of stack-up problem. That's been a continual bugbear of mine that I've just had to endure. But I think now we've finally squashed that, which is quite nice. Anyway, yes, that's good. That's good. Happy with that. Look at this complete mess over here. It's because everyone's filling up with petrol, presumably, as well, and trying to get back in the queue. Yeah, this is, I mean, it can only be described as a suboptimal situation. Yeah, I don't love it, to be honest. Do not love it. Quite a few workers, though. Resources missing coal. Yep, that's also a bit of a problem. Yeah, alright. This ain't great. This ain't great. Alright. Where are all my trains? Well, one's filling up over here. Slowly but surely. Alright, I'm going to go and turn the power connection off because it's just costing me such a large amount of money. Right. Export. Sell mode. Right. Good stuff. Okay. Right. We've got the 100 workers there, whatever. Can I just put everyone to that bus stop there? Yeah. And everyone to that bus stop there. Sure. Get everyone to work out of the same place. Not entirely sure that that's going to have a good effect. Also, did I... yeah, these buses are now operating in the secondary bus stop, which is good. Yeah, alright. So, assuming that we can just get a few more people into these buildings, then that's great. That's just fantastic. No kindergarten nearby. There should be a kindergarten nearby somewhere. It's just whether it's got the capacity. Right. Also, let's go and invite a whole bunch more immigrants. Invite as many immigrants as we possibly can. There we go. Alright, an entire house. An entire house of people. And this is going to be the house that's going to, hopefully, do a bunch of the work on the surrounding services. So these two buildings will be primarily concerned with providing workers to the bus stop, which is very, very important. Yep. There we go. Looking good. And looking good. Great. How many workers have we got waiting? Well, a very, very, very large number. Which is good, though. Very, very good. In fact, we've got so many workers that I'm thinking maybe we need to upgrade our... Maybe we need to upgrade our passenger transportation services. And also, let's look at getting this section of road upgraded so that we don't have to faff around for much longer with long drives. Can I get out this way? Sure. This is going to be a little bit of a shortcut for buses in the area. Maybe they can save a wee bit of time. If not, doesn't really matter. There is also a compelling case to put like a train station over here somewhere. That might be an idea. We could put a train station nearer the oil refinery, but I think for now buses are just going to have to do. Eventually, maybe we can get to a point where we replace all of our sort of regular white buses with fancy SG-192 American buses. That would certainly be my preference. I mean, this is carrying 129 workers a pop, so it's a pretty substantial capacity. And it looks indeed like we've got many, many, many more workers coming into the coal plant and also into the oil refinery. So that in itself is a massive, massive win. Right. I want you to go to the next stop. I want... you've just started. Okay, fine. Yeah, as I say, this episode hopefully is going to be all about fixing a whole bunch of little niggly little bits that are just so far not fixing themselves. Where is this? Okay, this is a peculiar pump to access. Don't think that we're gonna have that much luck. Okay, we can get there with the removal of just one pipe, I believe. So remove that pipe. Get in a gravel road. I've learnt my lessons about using non-gravel roads. I will always be using gravel roads from now on, even though it does actually cost me money as opposed to being completely free. Yep. I'm gonna need to get rid of a second pipe as well. Get rid of that. Right through there. And right through there. Perfect. And then this should be able to fit through there. Yeah, absolutely perfect. And this should work as well, but it's so far proving to be somewhat elusive. Alright, let's get that all built. No further issues other than, of course, doing our ritual hiring of employees. There we go. And the fire truck is dispatched. Alright, here's hoping that it doesn't completely burn down before it's arrived. I'm so confident, in fact, that I'm probably going to start replacing the pipes. There we go. Just like that. There we go. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. That really doesn't look very good at all, but it's alright. Okay, the progress of the truck is great. How many fire workers do we have on the truck? Can't actually tell. That's fine. There we go. 6 out of 9 firefighters. That's not half bad. That's not half bad at all. Very well done, everyone. Good job. Well fire fought. Fantastic work. Okay, yes. Let's go back and check on the oil refinery, see how things are going. 139 workers. I mean, letting the side down a little bit there, unfortunately. But no matter. That's fine. It's still a fairly substantial number of workers, and that's what's important. Steel as well. Steel production is looking pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy about that. Wow, 150 workers. It literally is. It literally is too much for this one station to handle. We either need to get a train station over in this area, or we need to dispatch the passengers to another bus station, really. Because this is just a little bit ridiculous. You know what? Maybe we'll just sort of leave it for now. See what happens. I know it's probably not going to get any better, but it probably isn't going to get any worse unless I add more housing, which is actually what I want to do. Also, what's going on here? Not able to participate in sport or culture. Okay, so it seems that a cinema is required nearby, and also sport. I don't really care about either of those things, to be honest. You know what? So I'm just not going to care about them. I'm just going to buy a whole bunch more immigrants. There we go, just like that. That's a substantial amount of money. But it's actually totally worth it. Many more workers. Okay, yeah. We could think about getting a bespoke passenger station. Or even a bespoke worker station. No, well, this needs to be the bespoke worker station because all of these houses need access to it as well. So we could put a bespoke passenger station over there. That might not be the worst thing in the world. One citizen's unable to visit a hospital. Culture. Sickness. No kindergarten. Mostly sport is the main complaint. So let's see if we can get some football playgrounds or whatever the heck they're called. Right. Bring it up here. Just like so. By the way, I would like to briefly turn your attention to the fact that we are making very large amounts of money. There we go. Perfect. That is looking absolutely spectacular. There we go. And there we go. That's looking pretty darned great. Beautiful. Alright, so that's going to allow a whole bunch more people to be able to participate in sport, assuming we have one member of staff who comes and looks after them all. The one member of staff has decided to go to a different football field. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Alright, the bus issues probably aren't going to get any better, but the great news is that the employees, look at the employees. Oh, lordy, look at the employees. Alright, that's great. I mean, that's pretty much job done. I don't want to go, you know, over the top with the amount of workers that we've got over here, but that is pretty darn good. I will take that. This is now a bustling section of the city. I'm pretty happy with that. We don't need to... We've just fixed sport, kindergarten. We do need to faff around with maybe some bits and bobs. Do we have access to a shopping market for... Oh, what's this? IKR, that's a bendy bus. Is that an American-made piece of equipment? No, that is a glorious Soviet piece of equipment. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, we don't need to get any more American bendy buses then, which is fantastic, or West German bendy buses. That's real good. How are we doing for oil and fuel? We're doing very well for oil and fuel. Lots and lots of bitumen. Oh, this is just great. This is absolutely fantastic. We're making more money than I think we've ever been making before. You're on your way to the border right now. Fantastic. Great. What I am a little bit concerned about is how little coal we have coming in. Plenty of iron to make steel, but absolutely nowhere near enough coal. So this is another thing that I wanted to fix in this episode. And that is the fact that we absolutely need to get another coal ore processing plant. I've talked briefly about how I wanted to get this introduced before, but this really seems like the time to do it, to be honest. So, first things first, let's get a road that runs down this way, and that will just sort of allow us to free up this entire space, which is what we're after. There we go. And we're gonna ditch all of this, and ditch all of this, ditch all of that. I might connect this road up if we still have the space at the end, but for now I'm not gonna worry about that too much. All right, and let's go and pinpoint exactly where we want this this coal ore processing plant to go. Right, coal ore processing plant. It's gonna be a tight fit, but I think it might just work. I mean, the irritation is the orientation of the buildings, of the chutes. Yeah, I think we gotta have it like that. I think we will have the space if we just move this electric substation. The problem is that that substation is in a... I mean, it occupies a pretty pivotal role, to be honest. Yeah. Let's see if we can try and maybe move it a little bit more centrally. Move it a little bit more centrally? You get the picture. I think I have tried this before, but failed for whatever reason, due to lack of space. I mean, that does say that it's prepared to work. Right, let's plonk that down there. Yeah, no, as anticipated, that doesn't... Oh, no, hold on, tell a lie, that does actually want to work. Alright, well that presents us with a pretty decent opportunity. Or does it? Well, we might be able to squeak something past here. Right. The issue is, it's ridiculously cramped over here. I'm just also trying to build it in a way that doesn't interfere with the already existing buildings that we've got. That works. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, so let's bring this around the edge a little bit. Bring this down here. Yeah, right over there. Right over there. Over there. We take this cable back a little bit. I did not expect that to go as smoothly as it did. Okay, we put that there. And then that there. What do you know? We end up with a bunch of power infrastructure, and it actually works. Fantastic. I'm very, very happy with that. Great, so when the lights come back on, we should notice hardly any difference. Everything should be... Yep, it should be completely as it was just a few moments ago, which is great, because that is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, let's get the coal ore processing plant. I don't think we should have any difficulties getting this up and running now that we've got rid of that stuff. I say that, maybe we will have difficulties. maybe we will indeed have difficulties. We might also have difficulties with this infrastructure over here. What I can do is I can ditch this belt. I can ditch that conveyor belt. I know it's not ideal, but I'll get that back in just a second. Without that conveyor belt, does this whole operation become possible? Dare I say, even probable? Not looking great at the moment, honestly. Is there any other way to do this? I mean, we can ditch this road. We can ditch that road and build another bridge down over here, down out of the way. It's gonna be a pain, but maybe if it has to be done, then it has to be done. The other alternative is, of course, to replace this thing over here. But that is also going to bring with it issues. I think our best bet is probably just to ditch the road. Right. Ditch the road. And then we'll replace the road as the last sort of port of call. Yeah. So as anticipated, that is working rather like a charm. Or it will work if we just squeak it around a little bit. Oh. If we can't make it work in that orientation, we can definitely make it work in this orientation. In this orientation, though, it just becomes a little bit more difficult to get the resources to pump around. So, we got it in. We got it in. I think that should be fine. Maybe, just maybe, this conveyor is going to go directly to where I want it to go. Wow, it actually works still completely as intended. Is that going to go in one? Building in the way? Is there a building in the way? Really? I think maybe you mean the hill is in the way. But no matter. That can go just like that. That goes like that. And that goes like that. Okay, perfect. And then what we need to do, probably the most difficult of all of the things to do, is think how the heck we're going to make this work. Yeah, this is going to be the really difficult one to nail down. That might just be alright. Right, let's give this a shot. Angle of connection is too sharp. That works. That works. Building is in the way. Building is in the way. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. That was what I was worried about. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Yep. And I think I've already deleted that. Okay, cancel the contract for that. Cancel the contract for that. Cancel. And cancel the contract for that. Unfortunately, the way that this game works is once you've demolished something, you can't actually get rid of it until it unpauses. So, I have to briefly unpause for just a second. The issue with this is also, we're definitely not going to be able to connect this up via road. Right, is that any more likely to work? Angle of connection is too sharp. That works, though. Okay, that is a win. I'm just going to chance that this is never going to catch on fire, which is, I mean, an audacious claim to make. But, oh no. It was too good to be true. Right, yeah. Okay, try again. Try again. We're definitely gonna be able to get it now. Right, come on. There we go. Okay, completely as intended. 180,000 rubles or $240,000. I mean, both are pretty unappealingly high figures. But that's all right. I think maybe we want to do it with dollars, just purely for the sake of it. We also need to rebuild this bridge, which I'm super not stoked about. Building a brick bridge? No. Concrete bridge, sure. Right. Yep. There we go. Let's abuse the heck out of these video game mechanics. Okay, and right the way across here. There we go. All right, so it is annoyingly a slightly longer bus journey now, but I think that that's a price we have to pay. All right, I'm just going to build it with dollars. Why not? We also need to think about where the walk points are on this building. Are we going to be able to fit a walkway underneath here? Unbelievable. I don't believe it. That's great. I think that that is definitely within walking range, so we'll just sort of leave that and see if we can supply an extra building with workers. It's only 15 that are required to work in this specific building anyway, so not super worried about that. The building is burning. Please don't tell me it's one that I said would never burn. Oh, that's actually a pretty good building to burn, to be honest. Apart from the fact that there is no road connection to the sort of wider network, so I'm gonna have to get that. Gonna have to get that set up right now. Too much descent. Well, I'll tell you what, there's absolutely no descent in my country. Alright, that works. Overkill is underrated. You know what they say. Alright, the fire engine should be called. Fire truck was called and is headed to the school. Yeah, it should be a relatively smooth drive. Also gonna buy another fire truck just because I can. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. Anyway, let's go back to worrying about coal ore and processing times and whatnot. Is it working? It is indeed working. It looks like it's working completely as intended, which is grand. So we're basically going to double our capacity. We've got loads and loads of coal coming in. It's just about getting as much coal out as we possibly can. Is this now unpowered? Engines not operating. Why is this not working? Should be working. Ah, this area is unpowered. Okay, fine. I knew something was unpowered as soon as we didn't see the coal moving. But that's fine. There is literally a substation, or literally a transformer right here, which I'm just going to place down with the lowest value of power cabling. Not even going to cost that much, and that will get us back up to 120 grams, I'm sure, or 120. 950 tons, not 950 grams. So yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. You're taking 3 workers, you're taking 1 worker. That's a measly amount of workers, I gotta be honest. That is a totally measly amount of workers. Right. Let's pack that flat out in the hope that we can... Okay. Everyone's going to the bus platform. Everyone's going to the bus platform. Yeah. Do that. Most people still go to the bus platform, don't get me wrong. Yeah, absolutely. But we need other people to go to other places. Okay, you go there. You go there. Sure. You go there. Yeah, that's alright. Most people go to the bus platform. Everyone else can just keep a roll in the village. Sure. And that should hopefully sustain the town, sustain the economy just a little bit more. Already we've got more workers, I think. I also think that we need to reduce the frequency of orange buses. We've got too many orange buses over here and not enough stuff for them to do. Maybe for that reason we fund our second power plant. I mean, that will clear me out, which isn't really a problem, to be honest, because I mean I have an unlimited amount of time between episodes to recharge my cash. However, yeah, let's do that. Let's get that in place. Sure. And then let's just get this built. Let's do it. I haven't faffed around with high voltage cables yet, or high wattage cables, high voltage, whatever. But we should definitely hook up another point. Where is it? That's the one for me. Right, this in itself is going to cost a ridiculous amount of money. 180,000 rubles. Right. Get that. Sure. And then just over here. And that like that. Alright, so that's going to clean me out of rubles. I've still got another few $1,000s to go. But it should all work. It should all work completely fine as intended. Nothing to worry about. The issue really is that we don't have enough workers coming into this bus stop over here. Which is quite annoying. Very, very annoying, in fact. Right. 1, 2, 3. Literally just going to be split 3 ways, which is fine. And now we should be processing a heck of a lot more coal. That's the plan, although it doesn't really look like the trains are filling up any faster than they were previously. Although I say that, it does actually look like they're filling up much faster. Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are. That was a misspeaking that I just committed. That's not good English, but you get the picture, right? You get the picture. It's looking good. Looking very, very good. Very, very good. Everything is fantastic. Right, our coal filling rate has slowed. Let me try and investigate why that is. It's because we don't have any workers. That's annoying. Yeah. It just irritates me. Very, very much irritates me about how this isn't working completely as intended. No visit to a hospital. Yeah, no one's keen on a hospital visit, but that's alright. I mean, pretty much everything else is fully staffed, right? No teachers working with a higher education? Occasionally there are, right? Surely occasionally. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 120 tons of coal. That's the first time it feels like in forever that it's been like that. 19 out of 20 workers. Great. Are we providing power? Are we on export mode? No, we're not even on export mode because we don't have the finances to finish this job. It is slowly being completed as the finances are trickling in, but that's all right. Let's go down to the border just quickly and have a little look. We're on import mode. We need to go to export mode. Oh, this is American. I didn't even realize that this was American power. That's actually better because we don't currently have a way of making American dollars, and this will be our first way. Our first way of making American dollars? Our first proper foray into American dollars. Alright, fantastic. Let's give it a crack. Let's see if we can export 100% of the power. It's going to crack it right on up to 10 megawatts. 10 megawatts is the maximum that you can... Is it the maximum you can put through a cable? The maximum you can put through a high wattage cable is 13 megawatts. But 10 megawatts is the most that you can sell. So I need to find another point on the border in order to sell my power. Looks like there is one just over yonder. Fantastic. Right, so angle of connection too sharp. That's fine. I can slowly de-sharpen it. In fact, you know what? Just do something like this. Then like that. And then just run parallel to the border. Yeah, it's going to cost yet more money, but, I mean, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it pretty much immediately because we'll almost instantly make our money back. Okay. There we go. Alright, and now we're immediately out of money. Which is fine. I mean, there's no draw on our American currency, so it doesn't really matter how quickly we produce stuff or not. There we go. How much coal have we got? Oh my goodness, we've got literally a whole train load of coal pretty much ready to go. That's unheard of. I'm so glad that we finally got that in place. It is coal that we are missing from our steel production predominantly. Oh, look at this. Look at this oil refinery. It is going absolutely fantastically. And you know what? Still, we haven't reached the maximum productivity. We're not using all of our oil as quickly as we should be. Look at this. Look at this. This is miraculous. This is fantastic. We are making a heck of a lot of steel, and it is great. It is really, really good. Do we maybe want to get another steel train? I know I've spent the last couple of episodes... another steel train. Another coal train. I've spent the last couple of episodes, like, ditching all of my dumper-filled trains. So maybe it's a chance to return to form on the dumpers. Or maybe not, honestly. New truck. Alright. Not super bothered by that. Alright, here comes the coal train. How quickly is this coal actually going to disappear? I imagine that it's all probably being consumed relatively quickly. Yeah, quite quickly, actually. Quite quickly. And how quickly is the steel that we're made? How quickly is the steel appearing? Not as quickly, but still not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's all important, you know? And the American power is also pretty darn important. Are we selling as much of it as we possibly can be? Let's go and have a little look at our export areas. That's over there. We're not selling as much as we possibly can be, that's for sure. We're selling 10 megawatts over here. Export 1, 2, 3, 30%. So that should totally add... that should, in total, add up to about 14 megawatts, I believe. Yeah, 14 megawatts. We can put it up to 40%. But they can only... The cables can only carry... They can only carry 13 megawatts in the cable. So let's tone that down a little bit. Yeah. So that we get a consistent power selling operation. Yeah, so maybe that's about as high as we can go. I mean, even that is pretty good. I mean, 13 megawatts. We're only missing out on one single megawattage. Only one single megawatt. And we could fix that. We could indeed fix that. What we could do is we could either build another power plant and combine the supplies, or the excesses of both into one. So we could have a single point selling 10 megawatts and then another point selling, well, the leftover, really. Or we could build an entirely new cable to the other port on the power plant, but that seems like a very, very large amount of money for one extra megawatt. I mean, it would definitely make sense. We are burning we're burning the coal anyway. We might as well collect the cash, if you know what I mean. And we're out of coal ore. How has that happened? How has that happened? Sudi Tootie Town? I thought Sudi Tootie Town was bringing me coal like there was no tomorrow. Sudi Tootie Town I've been trumpeting as a great success of communism and socialism. Oh, goody, goody, goody. The best area to be on fire. I will do my standard, invite 10 workers. It's like a little holiday, right? You know, you come out, you fight some fires, and then you head home. Needed firefighters? I think the term is need firefighters. Has a fire truck been called? No fire trucks are coming to deal with a fire. Oh, come on. Hire some more people in. Sure. Run. There we go. Finally. Fantastic. Absolutely no issue whatsoever there. Alright, great. I mean, I don't really like the fact that I'm spending money each and every time that there's a fire in this vicinity. However, I don't really want to develop it into a full town quite yet. I want to sort of just leave it for now. Alright, how are we doing coal-wise over here? I think we need to sort out our production in Sudi town. I haven't even attempted to fix the grain fields yet, the wheat fields. Yeah, this is an issue. Why are there so few workers around here now? They're unable to visit a hospital, unable to participate in sports, or unable to visit a pub/tavern. Small store, pub tavern. I mean, Sudi town. Oh, they're all. What about this house? This house is set up to. Oh, I see what the problem is. So this house is literally the linchpin with which all else is resting. Right. Hire a bunch of people. Hire a bunch of people. Let's fix it. Let's fix Sudi town up into an actually decent place to live and work. Right, so people still are going to have issues with churches. There's nothing that I can do about that. It's a brand new town. Of course, we're going to have issues with churches. That's the reality. Culture, I mean, culture should definitely be fixable, for sure. Not a problem. Visiting a hospital. I mean, 13 people wanting to visit a hospital. They can't all be wrong, can they? I think I might just straight up just plonk down a hospital over here. Because I don't think there's... Oh, no, there is a hospital in town. There is a hospital in town. It just so happens that no one has higher education. Which is a bit of a shame, really. But that's alright. It's not a problem. Alright, more and more people come to work. Great. Unable to get meat, unable to get clothes. Why is that the case? I mean, we shouldn't have any issues with this. Grocery store. Yeah, you should be within walking distance of a grocery store. Yeah, nothing to me seems too untoward about this whole setup over here. What I will do, just to sort of maybe guarantee against this, is I'll place down another residential house, which I'm not going to place any restrictions on where they work. So I would imagine that these people would fill the roles of working in the pubs and working in the cinemas and all of that nonsense. They might even be too far away for Sudi town. Yeah. The mine, that is. There we go. Okay. So now that we've sorted that, it looks like production has gone way back up once again. Let's get some more immigrants. There we go. Great. With more immigrants brings more mining, more bodies to mine in the mines. And that means further down the line we've got less setbacks, which is quite important, because these two trains can do their loop fairly quickly. There we go. So you're pretty much done. Lovely, lovely stuff. As long as we're always processing coal and iron, that's a price that I'm willing to pay. And we are using a tremendous amount of coal now. Can't really be understated, but, I mean, we got a coal shortage. We do actually have a coal shortage here. It's a full-blown coal shortage. Right. A couple of people are atrophying. Doesn't look like we got anyone else over here. That's fine. Unable to enjoy culture. I will get that. What is this? A new vehicle? Oh, very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. I will fix the culture issue over here. We'll start up the culture club. Not a shopping center. A cinema. Yep. There we go. And just like that. No issues whatsoever, I don't suspect. Hospitals, sport, meat. I mean, honestly, we could place a big old shopping center right over here. Even a small shopping center would probably be in order. Yeah, let's do that. Let's place a small shopping center. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but that's fine. That's great. Fantastic. And now we've got sellers, and everyone should be able to get access to absolutely everything that they could possibly want or need. It's all going to work out perfectly. That's the grain train, by the way. The mark of shame upon this episode, because I have not been able to fix the grain situation. It's sort of rumbling along in the background over there. It's not particularly great. Yeah, it's not ideal, really. A couple of people play tennis. That's fine. A couple of people playing around, but yeah. This area does need a little bit of a refresh. I mean, I think we have literal tons. 170, 270, 254 tons of stuff to be picked up. So we're not using our grain as we should be. Let's be real. It's just not happening. However, we did manage to fix a whole bunch of extra stuff. Just a bunch of random things that just all needed to come together in a wonderful fashion, and they have indeed come together in a wonderful fashion. Our coal production is now, I mean, sorted. It's totally sorted. I mean, so much so that we've started running out of coal to input into the system. That's a problem that I'm delighted to have, to be honest, because that can be rectified by fixing Sudi Town, as we just did, and putting on some more trains, which we could do if we wanted to. The steel train is about to go, and that's 200,000 rubles worth of juicy cash, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Oil, we are burning through oil like there is no tomorrow. This is good. This is good. Everything is good. Yes, a little bit of an all-round episode today, and importantly, we didn't actually get on to fixing the grain situation. However, we're now making more money than we've ever been before. We're now selling power to the Americans, which is also pretty darn impressive. We've got an extra coal ore processing facility. We've fixed up Sudi Town. We've fixed up the train issues that we were having around Provolsky. Everything is looking pretty darn good. So, yeah, hopefully you'll join me in the next episode for a little bit more of a focused mission. But I gotta say, you know, for a little random episode, we didn't do too badly. Pretty happy with how we did. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.